What's up, everybody? Drew here from Let Me Get That Potograph with my Week 5 picks, baby. And even though we had a good week last week, thanks to Justin Herbert and a couple other people saving the day, Newman's killing it. So we've dubbed, it's officially gone into threat level midnight. We got to come back. I mean, Michael Scarn is on the case. It is time to go. So with that in mind, my first pick this week, it's going to be a good game. Vikings and Seahawks. 7-point spread, +7 for the Vikings. I know Russell Wilson is an MVP candidate. This is going to be a big week for Minnesota, especially the wide receiver duo of Thielen and Jackson. They are absolutely incredible. These kids are, I love them. I think Minnesota is only going to continue to get better. This is a game where I think it's going to be close. I don't know if the Vikings win, but they keep it close, so I love the Vikings at +7. Next up, we've got the Cowboys versus the Giants. Now, a bunch of coaches' jobs right here could be on the line. A bunch of team seasons are on the line. It's definitely threat level midnight for them. But after the lack of defense I saw last week, as bad as New York's defense is, I love the over in this game at 54. I know New York can't score much, and that's probably why it's a little lower than I thought, but Dallas scores a lot. Dallas will put up 30-something in this game. I think New York can average 14, maybe even hit 21 points finally against this team. So I love the over at 54. Next up, my team that I've been on for a long time. I love them. Colts versus Browns. Browns, after last week's game, a lot of people like them. A lot of people say, hey, they've turned the corner. Here they come. No. Indy is a team on the rise. They have a good offense, finally a good quarterback, and a decent running back. Jonathan Taylor is getting a lot more hype than he deserves, with only about 3 yards per carry, really, when it boils down to. He needs to do a little bit more. But that defense, not a lot of teams are playing defense these days. These guys are playing defense. So give me the Colts, especially if all I need is a field goal. Are you kidding me? You're giving me 2.5. All I need to do is win by 3. I'm good. Give me the Colts all day over the Browns. And my last pick. This is a tough one for me. Philly versus Pittsburgh. The Steelers are -7. The Steelers have, they've kind of had their schedule thrown around. They had that bye week that they really didn't need. Practice has been bounced around a lot. But Philly, Carson Wentz has no one to throw to. They have no weapons. They were able to survive a couple of games because of the teams they were playing. Now you're playing a team in the Steelers with a defense, with a good offense, coming off of a bye. I'm taking the Steelers at -7 all day long. So, those are my threat level midnight Week 5 picks. Now, let's kick it over to Mr. Newman.
What's up, everybody? John Newman here from Roughing the Passer. Here to give my Week 5 picks. And guess what we did in Week 4? 4-0, baby. We went 4-0. Felt real good about this week. As well. Not as good as last week, so I don't know if I can pull 4-0 off again, but 3-1 I'll take if we can pull it off. 3 favorites and an underdog I'm going with. Tampa Bay, 5.5-point favorites at the Bears. I'm not believing right now in any quarterback the Bears have, Foles or Trubisky. I think Tampa Bay is sort of gelling a little bit more each week. I'm going to take them. 5.5 points. I know it's in Chicago, but I'm going to take the Bucks. I think Chicago's not going to be able to score a lot of points. David Montgomery not playing well as I thought he was going to. So give me the Bucks. I'll lay the 5.5 points. Houston, yeah, I know that Houston, the one that just fired their coach Bill O'Brien. Reports are that he quit, or I should say, the team quit on him in Week 2. And so I'm going with the Texans. I think they're going to play inspired. I think they're going to show the front office that there was issues there, and that they're 6-point favorites. A little high spread considering what's going on there, but I'm going to take it. I want to take it. I think they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville hasn't really played a bad game yet. I know they haven't won every game, obviously, but they've been kind of competitive for the most part. I think they're due for a stinker. I think Houston comes out fired up, and I'm going to take Houston at 6 points. I'm sort of hearing myself and second guessing it, but I think they come out and show that Bill O'Brien was a problem there and that they didn't want to play for him. So I'll take Houston. Third game, another favorite, and they're not playing well. They're coming off 2 straight losses, but they're playing the Jets. So I got to take them. Arizona, 6.5 point favorites. Joe Flacco ain't young Joe Flacco. Arizona's due for a bounce back game. This sets up real well for it to happen. So I'm going to take the Cardinals and the points, 6.5 over the Jets, and the Jets are just a grease fire. Adam Gase has got to be the next guy to go along with Dan Quinn. So this Arizona gets it done, 6.5 points. I'll take it. And my one lone dog, it's. I know the game's in New Orleans, but I'm taking the Chargers. They're getting 7.5 points. Breeze does not look good if you watch the games. It's not just about box scores. For whatever reason, I've seen a couple Saints games. He's just not making those big throws downfield very well. And so I'm going to take the Chargers. I know, they got issues here and there and a few injuries, but 7.5 points a lot. I'm not even saying the Chargers win. I don't actually think they do. I think the Saints win a 3, 4, 5 point game. This is a 7.5 point spread. So give me the Chargers with the points. There you go. I got a tough week to follow, 4-0, but that's a good thing. Let's see what we can do to follow that 4-0 week up. We'll see you Sunday at 9:30.